Hello, what is going on, guys? I am back, Envy, alone, facing this war in the solo. And what I'm gonna do, basically, I posted a video about the patch, and then I posted a video about the criticism. And I think what I really need to do is just explain quickly, I will keep that in mind, how I feel things should be balanced and things should work. And as far as, taking one thing from one side, taking a thing from another side, adding things to both, how this should really balance out and work in the long run so that you don't have a temporary fix that builds up. And next thing you know, you have 19 band aids on one wound when one surgery could have fixed it all. That was weird. Anyway, so what I want to do is I just want to take a look at some of these patches real quick. We're gonna go over a couple. I do feel like we need to start at the beginning, all the way at the beginning. The first thing. What is this? Really? Is this necessary? I don't understand. In all seriousness, we're gonna do. I just want to look over the PTB worthy patches of this year. There's three: the one in January, the one in February, the one that's out now. So let's look at the January one first. This is the one that basically started the riffs. I do believe, maybe not. Added a new rift. Oh no, there's okay. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, this is where Doctor got changed, and Ruin and Doctor both got changed. So as you'll see here, they helped the Gatekeeper emblem a little bit because it was a little rough. Ruin, the top like 60-70%, it was this was huge. They said Ruin is a really used perk, like 80% in red ranks used, so we're going to completely change how it works. And then also this, which whatever, this was huge. This really hurt the killer community a lot. This complete Doctor rework probably bumped him up from bottom 4 to top 6, 7, I'd say. So Doctor got a lot of love here, but the overall Doctor getting a buff isn't gonna make up for all killers being hurt because of Ruin, and that was a questionable one, questionable at best. Okay, so now I will go all the way back up because I'm not looking through these. And we'll go to the next one of this year. So that was the January. Let's go to the February. This was Deathslinger, right? And this is where they partially destroyed toolboxes to compensate for the Ruin nerf. Because like they said, they weren't gonna touch base speed. So they took toolboxes and pretty much gutted them. And the reason I say that, prime example, Commodious was 108 or 180, excuse me. It's now 32. They turned toolbox charges into medkit charges, which is useless. I could literally hold a flashlight with double charges longer than I can use a toolbox. What? Now, they did do a few things, made them faster. Obviously, they would have to. Jesus Christ. Double the chance to trigger a skill check. What that'll do is if you're good at getting greats, it'll help you pump the gen out faster. And then this fourth thing here, which is pretty big. If a killer or if a survivor escapes the trial, but they've used up all the charges in their item, they keep it. That's insane. They do lose the add-ons, same as killer, but they keep it. That's interesting. It's very interesting. However, that once again, that is not gonna help this. Okay? This is destroyed. Except for with one thing. Well, whatever. Did it say it here? Probably somewhere. But they made sabotage. Basically, they made it to where every single hook is 99. We'll say 99. We'll say 95. Every hook is 95 base. They only last for 30 seconds, right? Isn't that what it is? Something like 30 seconds. But it takes, I think, a second and a half to bust it down with either Commodius and some. God forbid you got an Alex toolbox double speed add-ons. That shit is so fast. There's nothing the killer can do. Even if he smacks you, you'll get it and get dead hard before he gets you again. It's insane. It's that like, but why? I don't understand. Okay, so you have a gen speed problem, right? Okay, so first thing you do is you get rid of the killer's main tool against gen speed, which maybe they had this rework in mind. So maybe they were like, we'll do the gen speed as far as the ruin goes, and then we'll do the toolboxes, and then I'll just chill out. But then they made toolboxes like it. I can't say, in my opinion, objectively better. That doesn't make any sense. But I feel very, very strongly that toolboxes are very, very much now for sabotage as opposed to repair, which they were kind of used as before. But going around 99 in hooks and then being there, it wasn't worth it. It took forever. Saboteur was not worth. It just wasn't the scene because it was 3 minutes and it would come back. Really not worth an optimal non-meme play. But now they've really done it with this sabotage. So they've made it so that, yeah, gens are a little slower. However, now we can just sabotage hooks whenever we want. And it's still tough. You still got to be there so you're not on a gen. It still wastes time. But I just don't understand. It's like you get rid of one problem, you add another problem constantly. Constantly. Doctor changes, Madness no longer decays. The shock therapy will add half of a madness level, and then static blast adds a full madness level. Madness level. I guess it just did the the shock therapy amount, but now it does. Well, not now, but then they added to where it does, and then more doctor buffs, and then the doctor's getting a lot of love right now. Now let's quickly go over the last PTB. This one, this current one. So we had Ruin gone, and then toolboxes gone, right? So those two, you can say they're one for one each other. Boom, boom. This got hit, evened out. So now what they've done is they've taken out every good main building loop, which you could say was busted. I say was very strong and could have maybe got tweaked but not removed, but that's an argument for a different video. So then you have this one for one as far as gen speed go. You make looping worse, or the options for what you can loop worse, which will make pressure easier because you can down easier, right? And then you also have toolboxes giving not slower gen speeds. They don't slow the gen, like they don't slow it down physically, but slower than before, right? You have the new double up debuff, which 15 to 10 isn't huge. It's an extra 2 seconds on 2, like 5 seconds on 3. It's not huge, but it adds up. Every little thing adds up. You get the great skill check debuff, everything. It's a little scary because they're not doing anything on the other side. Sure, they removed Ruin, but then they got rid of our toolboxes. And now they're getting rid of our strong loops, which is fair. Get rid of the really bad loops as well, if you don't mind. They're making actual. Fuck, definitely got to cut this. What was I about to say? What? Oh, so what they're doing is, wow, I just totally fucked up. What they're doing is they're making changes for things that they've already made changes for, and now they're gonna have to make changes for the changes that they've changed. You understand what I'm saying? I don't. But the point is, you got to let changes settle, dog. The freaking it came out what a month and a half ago, and that every PTB month and a half or every mid chapter. I mean, chapters every 3 months. It just came out. Let it settle. Let it settle, dog. That's all I'm saying. Because now you're gonna add all this, and gens are gonna be running new. Hopefully, they'll at some point fix totems. Because if they could fix totems and ruin could actually be like a threat, an actual use, we can get a little spicy, right? We can get a little, we can do some stuff. Surveillance and ruin will be great, and we can actually play, but don't take away all of the survivors' opportunities. And I know that sounds crazy. Survivors are super strong. I understand. I'm just saying, overtuning is a thing. It is. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cut it there. I appreciate you watching. If you have, like, leave a like if you do. A lot of people dislike my videos because they disagree. That's fine. But if you dislike, leave me a comment. Let's talk about it a little bit. I'll absolutely comment it. I get nobody commenting on these, so I respond to every single one. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all have a great day. Peace out.